Virtually every confidence indicator is on the rise, and the threat of an imminent recession is falling. Recent data show that inflation is nearing the Federal Reserve's goal set more than a year ago. While the overall inflation number reported last week was not what many wanted, with gasoline and food prices leading it upwards by 20 basis points. As for housing, it's commonly known that housing inflation is a trailing indicator. It has also been coming down steadily since peaking at 8.1% in January this year. Last month, housing inflation declined by another 10 basis points to 6.2%, and Marcus and Millichap expect that trend to continue as both home prices and apartment rent growth have flattened considerably. Therefore, by excluding gas, food, and housing, inflation from the headline CPI number, then the core minus housing inflation rate is just 2.5%. So, what does that mean? Overall, inflation is going in the right direction, and as housing inflation recedes, core inflation should move back towards the Fed's goal of 2%. Meanwhile, Wall Street has already recalibrated the likelihood of the Fed keeping rates flat in upcoming meetings. 90% chance that the Fed will not change in September, 75% probability of no change in November, and a 68% chance that the Fed will hold rates steady in December as well. The prospect of falling inflation and interest rate stability has given a boost to all confidence indices. Consumer confidence has been on the rise for the last couple of months and is now at the highest level since July of 21. Consumer sentiment, which can also strongly align with apartment demand, is also trending up. CEO confidence, which can influence economic growth, is also on the rise, and small business optimism has also made gains. Something interesting is that the commercial real estate transaction activity seems to move in tandem. If you look at the year-over-year change in small business optimism and compare it to the year-over-year change in commercial real estate transactions, there's a pretty strong correlation there. That's not to say necessarily that small business optimism drives commercial real estate transactions, but more likely case is the forces influencing small business optimism also influence commercial real estate investor decisions. Nonetheless, the recent upswing in small business optimism suggests that a recovery of commercial real estate transactions could be in the cards for later this year, noting that numerous indicators are looking increasingly positive. That includes inflation, interest rates, confidence levels, and recession risk. And that in turn suggests positive momentum for commercial real estate investment. Now, if you're in need of an experienced commercial real estate broker, I can be reached at 281-222-0433. Thanks for your time and have a good day.